Hi everyone, welcome to this video lecture. I am Dr. Gopi Krishnan, working as Associate Professor in the Department of Aerospace Engineering at SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. Today we are going to see one of the thrust areas of manufacturing engineering, which is titled as 3D printing. Come, let us understand the fundamentals of 3D printing. Here we see the few examples of the machines used for the 3D printing technology. You can see a very small machine which is shown in the left hand side, which is used for the 3D printing technology of printing a very small components with a given volume. So the volume being one of the specifications of the 3D printer. And in the right side we can see a special kind of 3D printer which uses some of the sophisticated technologies to make a complete product. So we can have a number of 3D printers. Many machines are available for the manufacturing of the components. It depends upon the materials what we use in the 3D printer. It depends upon the technologies what we use for the manufacturing of the components. The very important feature of the 3D printing technology is all about the method of making the complete product using a manufacturing strategy. In the conventional machines like lathe machine, milling machine, drilling machine, etc., we are going to make the components by subtracting the unrequired volume of the materials. That is literally removing the material from the raw material, thereby producing a complete component. Whereas the main difference between the 3D printing technology and the conventional technology lies in the fact that in the 3D printing technology, we can be able to get the complete product by adding the components or the materials layer by layer. So this can also be called as the additive manufacturing, which gives the precise meaning that the layers are added one by one in such a way that the complete volume of the component is manufactured using the 3D printer. Whereas when the material is removed layer by layer, it can be called as a subtractive manufacturing technology, which is used in the conventional machines. This gives the precise difference between the additive manufacturing and the subtractive manufacturing. Here we are going to see the definition of 3D printing technology. So what is 3D printing? It is the additive manufacturing process creating the three-dimensional objects layer by layer. So the sentence layer by layer is very important. We are going to create the components, the entire volume of the given material in the three-dimensional mode by depositing the components or the materials one layer over another. This way we are adding the materials and we are getting the complete component. And here we are not going to remove any kind of material. We are simply creating the object by adding the material. This is going to be the basic definition of 3D printing technology. 3D printing technology is already introduced in the 1980s and has been evolving since 1980, and over the past decade many developments have been made in the 3D printing technology. Now there is going to be a question. How does the 3D printing work? It's very simple. We have a sequence of steps for the creation of the entire component using the 3D printer. 3D printer, as we know, is the additive manufacturing process, which is going to be a revolutionary manufacturing technology that allows the creation of 3D objects layer by layer based on a digital mode. So we have seen the basic definition in the previous slide. So the various steps involved in the 3D printing of a given component are as follows. It starts with the digital design. Digital design is all about the intangible design that we cannot touch. We can see the entire design of the complete component in the 3D mode or the digital mode. So the 3D printing process, it begins with a digital 3D model created using the computer-aided design software. We have a number of softwares used for the creation of the design of the component. So if there is any correction with the final component, it can be made in the digital process itself so that it can reduce the inventory cost and the manufacturing cost. and we can go for the changes which are involved during the design process itself, so that we can avoid the unnecessary cost that will be incurred for the manufacturing of the given component. So the step number one is all about the digital design. We are creating the CAD models. And step number two, slicing the model. The digital model, which has the complete component, is sliced into a very thin horizontal layers using the specialized software. Here we are using a different kind of software other than the CAD software, which is used for slicing the model with the very few thickness, and it generates a program in G code and M code that 3D printer can understand and execute the printing. Step number three, material selection. We can use a number of materials for making the component, and predominantly we are making the components or the materials such as plastics, metals, ceramics, and even we are using the biocompatible materials due to the advancement of research in the 3D printing technology nowadays. Step number four, layer by layer building. So after slicing the component and after selecting the particular material for the process, we get into the 3D printer technology, in which the software in the 3D printer, it reads each sliced layer of the digital model and builds the physical object layer by layer. Here the additive manufacturing process comes into the picture, where material gets deposited over the surface and over one layer over another layer. And step number five, support structures. If we need few structures which can give some kind of support to the manufacturing component, we can go for the addition of the support structures also. Some 3D printed objects may require support structures during printing for ensuring the stability. And step number six, which is called the post processing, which involves some kind of finishing operations for the given component. For example, if the support structures are attached to the component, those structures are not designed during the digital design phase, so it has to be removed for getting the complete product, complete volume of the component. So it has to be removed and the surface has to be finished, and if we require some of the additional treatments such as painting or coating over the given component, it can also be done during the post processing phase.